Hey guys, Lamb Couple here, and I'm going to tell you about how much are stuff in the Philippines. Like, what is the price? What do you need when you go over there? Are you going to live there? Well, these are questions I'm going to help you answer. First, we're going to determine $1 is 50 pesos. That's the average rate, but it could be higher, lower. For now, we're going to go the 1 to 50 ratio. Now, for transportation, once you get to the Philippines, you're going to be taking a taxi, which is kind of an expensive, I would say, expensive cost if you're going far, but usually it's only like 200 pesos, which is $4. A jeepney is 90 pesos, which is $2. That'll get you to the city or transportation. And you also have taxis and tricycles. But the houses in the Philippines usually are made out of bamboo. Unless you're wealthy, you're going to have a bamboo shack like this. Has a well. This costs you about, the land is $3,000. And whatever material it takes to build a house, which isn't very much. And also the food. Now if you eat their food like rice and viand, it's kind of like beef or pork. It's not that much money, but if you go get like Chicks to Go, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, McDonald's, Jollibee, KFC, yes they have American restaurants, it's going to cost you about $5 to $10, same what it would in America, so it depends on your budget. Now the Wi-Fi situations. I'm just going to look up. These are what you're going to use unless you're living there. It's called the Pocket Wi-Fi. You just load it, which costs about 50 pesos, which is $1. And the Wi-Fi itself costs about 13 to 1900 pesos, which is about $30. And if you get you can get the monthly Globe, which is, you can either get the prepaid one or you can get the monthly for 1600 pesos a month, which I would recommend the monthly one if you can live there. Now, hotel cost. I'll just type in hotels in the Philippines. Well, it's not giving me much choices. We'll just go this one. The 6-star hotel in the Philippines probably costs about $150. Now, the most one I stay at is Lotus Garden by the Embassy Philippines. Has a nice dining room, a pool, breakfast. This one costs about $40 a night, which is very affordable. And you get a 5-star experience with $40. Now, the main thing is the clothing, and clothing's very cheap. You can get a shirt for like 100 pesos, even if it's name brand. If you go to certain parts of the Philippines, some will be generic or fake, some will be real. The real ones are the same price of America, like shirts, because they're imported from America. So, if you wanna, depends if you want it generic or regular, they still look the same. Now the most important part is probably, well, if you have, to get the transportation if you want to live there, you most likely want a motorcycle. This is what I bought my dad in the Philippines, my fiance's dad. These cost about $1,000, 50k pesos, which is very cheap compared to America. And they run the same. Like, there's all kinds of brands. But there are normal cars too, if you... And people make money by... Sorry. They make money if you tricycle, or this is your main transportation in the Philippines. You fit about 8 people in there. Just pack it on. Yeah, but, I mean, it depends on your budget. The Philippines isn't that expensive to live. If you retire there, I would at least have you have $50,000, because having a sari-sari store, that'll cost about... I'm going to show you what sari-sari store. This is a small business you can run. You can have like chips and pops. This really only cost you $1,000 to build and get some supplies at the city. Now this ain't exactly high-ranking cash. This is going to get you by. If you want a good business, here they're going to sell stuff importedly, or you're going to have like a fish business or a doctor degree or anything to make you money. Most Americans buy property because the property is cheap and rent it out. You're constantly getting monthly income if you buy 4 or 5 houses. So if you're going to retire in the Philippines, I would at least have $50,000 to get you started. If you're just going to go there to visit, vacation, it's going to cost $1,000 round trip for the tickets, plane tickets. See, it's going to cost about $1,000. And then you got to get a, depends where they live in the Philippines. If they live in Manila, that's all you did. But if you want to go like round trip to wherever they live, probably costs another $100, which isn't bad. So you're gonna have taxi, hotel, or if you live with her, that's okay. Which I did for a couple nights. But, and the food, and the toiletry, everything is way cheaper in the Philippines, to be honest. So, I'm hoping this guide helped you, and if you have any questions, just write a comment or message me. Well, have a good day. Subscribe, and thank you.